All right, y'all, day 2 of class. We're actually going to do a live client, but first, I did a little bit of practicing myself. I really wanted to focus on getting down my shading and different techniques of having the client roll their head towards me, because so far I've been able to actually pick this mannequin head up and actually move it where I want it. Well, when you're working with someone, you can't actually pick their head off their neck and move them. So she has me practicing holding space, having the client face me. Of course, I won't be able to hold the back of the head, like that, but it's giving me an opportunity to learn how to pull towards me, do the ink pulling towards me versus me having free range to do what I want. So here's a little bit of me tattooing, well, micro shading in with the mannequin facing me. All right, so now we have to get ready for our client. So I turned the camera off and we're getting ready for our client. She showed me how to set up my tray, how to make sure everything's covered in plastic, everything that you touch, because it is going to be dealing with, you don't want to cross contaminate. So even from your light, you have to have covers on it, the table, your chair. Of course, there are whole stand here, and we have to set it up twice. So this is our second setup of me just, waiting on the client to come, taking some notes about setting up and preparation, things like that. That is the string we use to do our mapping, and just showing another picture of the tray. Our client's here, yay. So I'm speeding this up because we was talking about some of everything, and this process takes a long time. She's mapping the client right now, so this process takes a while, just making sure that her lines and everything is set up. I keep moving the camera, I'm sorry, but this is what I'm going to go back to in reference to. But she's, I'm so glad that we were able to do the live client, because it's definitely different than working on the mannequin. With the live client, the mapping process is a little bit more, difficult. See, this client has lashes, so we're respecting her lashes, of course, respecting her space, her neck, versus me just being able to pick it up and move it like I want. And so this is her finishing up and clearing up most of the lines so that we can start to shade in to get our shape, so that we can let the client see the shape. And we have to also use highlight to highlight, the brow, so that the client can see the actual shape that their brow is going to be. Right now, this is just pencil and concealer to outline the shape. Now we're doing lining. This is actual tattooing, aka micro shading. We're doing the outline right now, because she approved the shape of the brows. The client got up, she looked, she liked what she saw, she approved it. So now we are shading. This is her sitting on the right side of the client doing the left brow. This is the client facing her. And this is our first pass, first shade. We were talking to her about, her pain level, if she was comfortable. Once we complete the first outline and the first shade, we do put in numbing agent. You're going to notice that once we put the numbing agent in, because the brow is actually going to get lighter as the skin thickens up, so that it can help with the pain. All right, so we're checking to see if our lines stayed, because when you do it on the mannequin, the lines come in really dark. Plus, I'm using black ink versus the actual brow tint, or not brow tint, I'm sorry, the pigment that you'll be using in skin. Tattooing uses ink, we use pigment. So we want to make sure that we wipe it dry first to make sure that we got a good line. It's a solid line, which is our outline that we're going to use to micro shade in. See, this is the part where I tell everybody, trust the process. Trust the process, because this is only the beginning. Okay? So I'm going to be quiet and I guess let you all watch that, because because I think I got a good bit of, so now this is wet, wiping it off wet. You see how fine that line actually is? You see how it's like barely visible? That's why you want to wipe it dry first to make sure you actually got it into the skin, because you wipe this off and you know you didn't get a good lining, you're gonna be lost, and then we got to start the mapping process over again. So yeah, she got a good line there. You can barely see it, which is good because we don't want lined brows, but we being the professional know what to look for. So yeah, that's pretty, that's nice. All right, I'm gonna hush and let y'all watch a little bit more. Okay, so right here we are actually starting the micro shading process. This is where the actual pigment is actually filling in the brow. All right, so after 4 passes, there are a certain way that you need to do the passes and certain places to stop. We're going to be completed. All right, and then you're going to be able to get the finished look, which is this. This is the finished look. Awesome, beautiful, gorgeous, full, not too heavy brows. They will heal lighter. So it really came out well. Here's the before and the after. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. See you later.